that night. I had fun with this event. Grant, it started off slow because I really didn't care about, I didn't care so much about the Asuka Emma. I didn't care that much about the tag team cruiserweight match, other than the fact that we were wanting to get points out of it. Once again, congrats Scholar Brian for winning the prediction show for TLC. And then once it actually it started slowly rising with Alexa Bliss and Mickie James, went down a little more with Enzo and Kalisto, and then it just went straight up high from Finn Balor, AJ Styles on. I loved everything about this. I loved the few downs, but all in all, I'm going to give it a full beard, a 4. Yeah. I actually want to watch this event again.
Yeah, honestly, I cannot fault even the weakest portion of this show, Jason Jordan versus Elias. Even then, I cannot fault that as a detriment, because that was sort of a requisite to get the pacing of the show right, at least for the live crowd. It kind of needed to be there, and even then, that did its job perfectly well. Same thing with the pre-shows. Sasha Banks versus Alicia Fox. You may not have done anything for you, but again, it's the pre-show match. It lasted long enough. It did what it needed to do, and it gave us a solid card from top to bottom. None of these matches were disappointing, and we had 2 easy match of the year candidates at the end of the night in one single night. So, given how phenomenal this entire card was, the plethora of amazing, entertaining matches, this entire show is by far a 5 out of 5 goat face for me. I predict that we're going to be definitely revisiting this match, this entire card rather, multiple times at the end of the year awards. And oh baby, you're going to have a hard time chopping this, especially till the end of the year. Your move, Survivor Series, your move.
Which, speaking of Survivor Series, let's go ahead and talk about what happened on Raw and SmackDown Live. There's going to be no verses this time, because really it was one big story. Because, yeah, they're starting to get Survivor Series in order. I like that it's also sort of become Night of Champions, even though they're having Clash of Champions as the final show this year. But yeah, they're all non-title matches, champion versus champion. Alexa Bliss versus Natalya, Baron Corbin versus The Miz, the Usos versus Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose, Jinder versus Brock Lesnar. I still cannot believe that match is happening.
Although I did really, really enjoy the Paul Heyman promo on Jinder.
You mean the complete and utter destroying of Jinder Mahal?
Yes, I did.
Paul Heyman?
Yes, I did.
Or as Kurt Angle calls him, Jinder Mahal? I'm sorry, I couldn't stop laughing. I'm like, thank you, Kurt. Thank you.
As long as Jinder gets the chance to answer back, Paul, it almost seems like they're making Jinder Mahal the face, I guess.
Apparently, Jinder Mahal wants to become a face.
Well, yeah, that's where the money is.
Apparently he does want. He's done being a heel, and he actually wants to become a baby face. Good on him. I don't think it'll work very well. I think it'll work better if he's not champion. But it's hard. It's reached that point of impossibility for me to make Jinder Mahal any form of threat to Brock Lesnar. Because even Paul Heyman said it. He barely survived. He barely survived Randy Orton. He barely survived Jinder Mahal. He's barely surviving AJ.
Jinder Mahal barely survived himself.
Shut up! I actually
Shinsuke Nakamura. I know you what you meant.
I caught that. I actually caught that too. Shinsuke Nakamura. He's barely surviving AJ Styles when he's having Sing 1 and Sing 2 face him. It's not working. I cannot be convinced that he's any level of Brock Lesnar.
And that's deliberately what they're going for here. And just seeing how they handle it, even if it's just leading up to Brock Lesnar totally destroying Jinder Mahal, even if that's where it ends up, I'm still intrigued because that's something I really want to see.
You just want to see Brock Lesnar destroy Jinder Mahal.
If it comes to that, I will enjoy it. However, if they actually end up doing something with this and they build up Jinder Mahal in some competent way, then yeah, I'm going to be intrigued by that too.
If you watch SmackDown and how he reacted with AJ Styles and how he tried to say, "Oh, I want Samir Singh to face AJ Styles next week to Daniel Bryan." No. I am way behind Paul Heyman on this one. No.
Ordinarily, I'd say I'd share that with you, but then again, I cannot be that critical of a creative team that just produced TLC 2017.
You're being so optimistic, fool.
Because they give me good reason to after a show like this. I cannot help but give them a chance. After a show like this, you know what? That's just enough goodwill for me to put just a little bit of trust in you. Just a little bit.
You poor soul. You haven't learned yet, have you?
No, because they keep bringing me back in with shows like this. But anyway...
It doesn't mean that Jinder Mahal is going to put any form of level of intensity.
I did not say that. I just said they're going to make something interesting out of it. Even if they just make it a demolition derby of... I
can't even say I hope you're right, because honestly, I can't hope... I can't even see that just for a little bit.
Yes, you can. You just did.
No.
Yes, you did. You said you just want you want to see Jinder Mahal get destroyed by Brock Lesnar. That's a favorable outcome.
But not on the sense that this is like good quality TV.
I didn't say it was going to be good quality TV. I just said it was going to be a good, decent enough payoff. Well, either way, there's
not in the way that not in the really the correct way. When you're trying to think the WWE champion versus the Universal champion, come on. That's not what you're wanting to... Well, then again,
if that's what they want
to get.
If they want to get some sort of competent feud, they wouldn't have put it on Jinder Mahal in the first place. But here we are. This is what we've got to work with, and there's still time to make something interesting out of it. There's still time. But yes, there is. There's 3 weeks.
But they're right now. Jinder Mahal's main focus is having Sing 1 and Sing 2 for facing AJ Styles.
Right now.
And then after that, it'll be like not even 2 weeks.
A lot can happen in 2 weeks. You can put promos up anywhere. I'm still willing to give it a chance.
And that makes me sad for you.
Look at what happened in just 72 hours. Or even 48 hours. We got a contender for show of the year. And if that much can happen in 48 hours, there's still a minute chance that something can happen at Survivor Series. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
I know we're going to be revisiting this in a few weeks when we get ready for Survivor Series. I know for a fact we will.
Oh, absolutely.
And we're going to argue even harder then.
Probably.
One of us is going to point at the other and say, I told you you're wrong. One of us is going to say that.
And then the other one's going to deny it.
And then after that, one more week later...
It's just going to be a nonstop argument between the two of us. Just like
until the next week, Brian, where Survivor Series actually happens, and then one of us will have to eat crow.
Brian, we need you to be the tiebreaker here. To end this tiebreaker, I mean, be the right side, Brian. Be the right side here.
Yes, Brian, be the right side.
Join the right side. We have cookies.
Yes, but I have Oreos.
I have Chips Ahoy.
Chips Ahoy doesn't beat Oreos.
But they're 1,000 chip delicious. Nabisco, ding.
Oreos are timeless.
Well, do you have Mega Stuff Oreos?
I can.
That is why you fail.
Okay,
you don't have it. You don't have it now. Give me my Mega Stuffed Oreos, and I'll just take the cream.
You don't have Chips Ahoy either.
No. I'll take the cream from my Oreos and put it in between 2 Chips Ahoy. Chips Oreo.
Welcome to Scholars of Cookies, everybody.
That's actually a really awesome idea. Mega stuffed Oreos, the cream of mega stuffed Oreos in between 2 Chips Ahoy cookies.
Oh boy.
Tell me that does not sound delicious.
This is why I'm a chubby lad. Anyway, you've heard from us at great detail now about cookies, about wrestling, about all the good things in life, about butts. Everything is great. Now we're tagging you in.
Butts that are not biscuits.
Not biscuit butts. We want to hear from you. So drop a line anywhere across the internet in any number of ways. If you're joining us on YouTube, first of all, welcome. Give us a thumbs up. Leave us a comment. Let us know what you think. Subscribe if you feel like it. You can also check us out on Facebook. Just run a search for the Scholars of Wrestling Show. Look for our pretty faces. And, of course, for maximum fun, the most fun one person can have in a single evening without getting naked, join us on our Twitter machine, starting with our main account. Don't look at me like that, Tarek.
What about you being naked?
I'm talking about our main Twitter account, at ScholarsOW. You can also check out Scholar Brian at Atomic Beanpole. Fool, where can they reach you?
You can reach me at the Avatar, you goddamn weirdo.
I'm pretty sure that's too many characters.
You can find me at the Avatar.
And you can find me at I'm Robbie Rage. Follow us, join in the conversation, check us out for the commentary every single major pay-per-view, and sometimes even during the regular Raw and SmackDown Lives. Join us, join the conversation with all your wrestling fans and friends, and all your friends at the Scholars Wrestling Show. It's a great time. I'm getting tired. I don't want to talk anymore. You already know who we are. We are the Scholars of Wrestling, and you have just been schooled. You're welcome. Okay, time to get naked.
Now I'm not going to... that's all I'm going to picture you now. Whenever you post something on Twitter wrestling related, I'm like, oh my god, he's naked in front of the TV. Woo!